Let's review the Employee Personality Profile, or EPP. The Employee Personality Profile is a general personality test that measures 12 personality traits that give insight into a person's work styles and how they're likely to interact with coworkers, management, and customers. It then compares that person's personality to 12 different job families and provides a percentage match based on how well they match that profile. The higher the percentage match, typically the better the personality fit for that role. The EPP has 140 items, and although it is not a timed assessment, it generally takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete. Like all of our reports, we put the most straightforward information at the top, and then we provide more information as you move down the score report. You will see a job family percentage match here. Anything below 60 is a low match, 60s and 70s are considered a medium match, and 80s and 90s are a high match. If you do not see a percentage match, this means that a job family has not been selected or associated with this job. If you are logged into the platform, you can still view each job family percentage by selecting Show Criteria Job Families. If you are not logged into the platform, you can simply scroll down below the trait explanations to view the percentage match for each job family. Below the results summary are all 12 traits measured by the EPP. There are a few individual traits that include green score ranges based on the job family selected. These are the traits that are most highly correlated to success and comfort in that particular role. We've looked at hundreds of thousands of administrations of the EPP, and we noticed that certain traits had a higher correlation to success than others. These are the traits that are most relevant to that role. Please note, the green bars do change based on whichever role is selected. There are no right or wrong answers to a personality test. Whether a trait is good or bad depends on the role. For example, the profile for a successful sales or business development person is very different than a client or customer service role. As you scroll further down the report, you will see a breakdown of each of the individual traits and a more in-depth explanation of what that trait measures and where the candidate scored on that particular trait. Moving towards the bottom of the report, you will see that we provide some behaviorally based interview questions based on the traits that matter to that particular role and whether that person scored in or out of the range. If you do not see any interview questions, you will simply need to select a job family at the top of the report for them to appear. We also have validity and response checks built into each of our personality tests. Those checks look at 3 different things. First, the inconsistent responding score. Make sure that they're paying appropriate attention when taking the assessment. It is essentially looking for contradictory answers. For example, if someone answered that they are the life of the party and love meeting new people at the beginning of the test, then they should not answer that they do not really like talking to people at the end of the test. We allow for a couple of contradictory answers, but once the inconsistent responding score is higher than 3, we will invalidate the assessment. If that happens, you'll see a red validity warning at the top of the score report. The second check is looking for what we call the self-enhancing scale. There are specific prompts asked throughout the test that are designed to see how much someone is self-enhancing. Self-enhancing scores should not be interpreted as blatant dishonesty. Humans have a natural tendency to self-enhance, and in most cases, this is someone simply trying to put their best foot forward as they are attempting to demonstrate that they're going to be the best fit for the job. The system will automatically adjust percentile rankings on individual traits when someone is overtly self-enhancing, so generally, we don't suggest putting too much focus on this score. The final check looks at someone's self-critical score, or the degree to which an individual might have been more self-critical in their presentation of themselves. Like the self-enhancing score, we don't suggest putting too much focus on this particular data point, as the overall match at the top of the report will provide the most helpful screening information. This concludes our overview of the Employee Personality Profile. Thank you for your time.